Hey guys, Dennis and Stephanie Caye back again to answer your questions on Belize. How you doing today, baby?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Good, wonderful. So we get the question a lot, why are people coming to Belize? Why are they buying property there? Why are they coming down to spend extended time there? And that's a really good question. So what have we seen as far as reasons why people choose to leave the U.S., Canada, Europe, wherever they live in the world, to choose a country like Belize?
I can answer why I left the United States. I just had a yearning for a new adventure. I wanted something different, but I wanted something that wasn't scary and that I could be immediately effective in having friends and having wonderful adventures without having to learn another language right away. Although we did learn Belizean Creole, which is an awesome language. But I wanted something new. That was my reason.
Yeah. So I think to answer the question for us, it was adventure based or experience based. We wanted to serve as missionaries, do some missionary work in Central America. So we chose this area so we could be effective there.
To volunteer.
Yeah, yeah, do some volunteer work. And also, Belize was an adventure in and of itself. I mean, I had never experienced rainforest and Mayan ruins and anything like that before in my life.
Tropical weather.
Yeah. You know,
the
island.
beautiful sea.
You know, living on islands and just taking boats out in the ocean and snorkeling and fishing.
Palm trees. Yeah.
So for us, the draw was life experiences, a new adventure, something really to add some variety into our lives. And now for others of my clients and others who have moved down, we find that for some of them, it's more, they're not running to Belize, they're running away from something in their own city or in their own country.
That's understandable. Sometimes people have things that happen in their life that they'd like to have a little distance from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we've seen people come down that have gone through maybe family situations like divorce, or maybe there's been a death of a loved one, and it's just a lot for them to deal with.
Start a new chapter.
Yeah, they start a new chapter. So they come down to Belize. It's a way to start fresh, a new chapter of their life. And so they're running from something negative into a new positive experience. Also the weather. You know, how many people do we know that are running from bad weather?
Yeah, in fact, the weather actually helped me at the beginning because I have horrible seasonal allergies, and I'm allergic to all sorts of things in Michigan. And I did not have any problems with allergies in Belize. So my eyes, my nose, all the itchiness went away. That was amazing, and I would move just for that, the misery that I got out of. And not having big winters. I love Michigan, but the winters got to be too long. So that was another pro.
Absolutely. When you look at where people are retiring right now, both from the United States and Canada, you see Arizona, Florida, two top states. Why? Because it's the weather.
Yeah.
You know, as people get older, they're less and less tolerant of the cold. They like more sunshine year round. And so for many people, they're coming down to Belize, especially during those ice cold winter months.
And it's a laid back attitude too. It's not just the weather, it's the way that you spend your days. It's more of a relaxed, less of a rat race, more of just a nice way to spend your days.
Yeah. So other reasons why people are moving down is to get out of the rat race.
Oh,
right.
True.
What you just said. So in the States, they're working long hours, much more than 9 to 5. They live in cities where the commute sometimes takes them an hour each way.
Yeah, that's rough. We've done that before.
Yeah. So they're stuck on the highway, stuck in traffic. And then when they get home, because they're living a U.S.-based life, their lives are just packed with so much things that they feel they need to do.
Yeah.
And so with Belize, they're using this as an opportunity to sort of free themselves of all those commitments. Commitments that they, even though they've done it to themselves, this is a nice
enjoyable.
way to.
Yeah. Even people with kids who come down. Sometimes they want their kids to have a little bit different of a childhood than maybe more of a childhood like they had. Less screens, more playing, I mean, my goodness, they have awesome things in Belize to do. Like they have a little sailing club for the children.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cute. And it's so cool. They really learn how to sail in those little Hobie Cat sailboats.
Yeah,
And
that's
there's
really
a lot
cool.
of really fun things for the kids to do. So they wanted a little less structured of a childhood and a little bit more uh, old fashioned.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. For sure. So then you might say, well, okay, well, people can do that anywhere in the world. They can run from bad weather. They can start a new chapter in their life. They can look for adventure. So why Belize compared to other countries? How would you answer the question?
Well, I think definitely your budget could have a big to do about it because I know how much it would cost us to live in certain parts of Florida and definitely Arizona. They're beautiful. I wouldn't take anything from that. But I just think your money would go a lot farther in Belize.
Mm.
Also, I think personally, I feel safer in Belize than in some areas we have actually lived in Florida.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, for
I
sure.
just think the quality of life is better there
Mm-hmm.
from where I was into where I spent a lot of time.
Yeah, exactly. So imagine right now you're living in New York, and for one of these reasons, you want to leave New York. You want to go experience something. You want warmer weather. You want less traffic. You want a less hectic pace of life, and you have two choices. You can move to Florida, or you can move to Belize. So you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck if you move to Belize. Lower cost of living, extremely low taxes. Your dollar is going to go really far. Plus, you're going to open up your life to an incredible new experience. Now, realistically, if you move from New York to Florida, you're going to go from eating at one cheesecake factory or McDonald's or Burger King or Chili's just to another one in Florida.
And a mall,
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah, the
Everything
stores are
is
the same.
same.
Yeah, stores are the same, cars are the same. With Belize, there are no fast food restaurants.
No.
Yeah, there is no McDonald's. There is no Starbucks.
There was a Subway for a small amount of time.
Yeah, there is no Cheesecake Factory, which I like Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, we do enjoy that.
Yeah, so think about that. So,
but there's cheesecake.
Yeah, there is cheesecake. Yeah, oh man, is it good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the desserts in Belize are
yeah.
killer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very good. The tres leches and
Oh.
they make good use of carbohydrates in
Yes.
Belize. Yeah, you gotta watch those a little bit. Yeah. So, anyways, and you know what? It's different enough too. It's mentally stimulating. For example, if you're running away from something, you want to start a new chapter in your life. Again, going back to New York, if you had a difficult time the past year in New York, and you move to Florida, you might just bring some of the baggage with you.
Sure.
Because it's not different enough. Whereas you move to Belize, you're thrust into a completely different way of thinking, way of life, new friends, new challenges. It really gives you the opportunity to do a true reset.
Some people reinvent themselves.
Yeah.
Like maybe they want to become healthier, so they change their diet, or maybe they want to give up some bad habits, or maybe they want to start that book that they've always thought about writing, or work online instead of being tied to the office, which many people are doing now because of situations in the world today. So
yeah,
opening a new door.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen people come down to Belize and get healthier. They're no longer eating the over-processed food a lot that that we're eating in the States. No, really. I mean, you can go to the grocery stores there and still get prepackaged meals and whatnot. But the overall food, the fruits, the vegetables, the fish, seafood, the chicken, even the beef that you get in Belize is so much healthier than what we get in the United States.
I mean, you just go by the fruit market and you just can't help but get the fresh tomatoes and the fresh pineapple and the fresh whatever's in season. Mangoes, you can get a ton of them for so cheap and make, amazing fresh. You have more time too, it seems like. So you have time to just relax and, cook meals and just take it easy.
Yeah. And going out fishing. Remember that one time me and your dad went out fishing?
One time.
So we got that, with your dad, we got that big grouper and brought it back to the resort, and they cooked us up fresh fish tacos. And then we made some grouper tikka masala at night. And then one time with my dad, we went out, got a bunch of snapper, brought them back to the resort, and the chef cooked us up some amazing snapper with some rice and lime. And
it was like a coconut cream sauce with peppers and...
Yeah. Oh,
and all the sides and everything. It was delicious. They'll do that for you a lot of places.
Yeah. So excellent food. Going back to the thought about, like you said, about writing a book. Right now, many of my clients are in their jobs, their 9 to 5s or in their careers. But once they come down to Belize, they really do have an opportunity to reinvent themselves. We know people that have moved to Belize who become excellent bloggers, making a good living blogging, writing books, doing some sort of online coaching business. It gives you an opportunity to, again, do that hard reset button. Like when your computer's acting up and it's running really slow and the fan's on and just nothing is opening up and you got 100 browsers open at the top. Sometimes all you can do is power down, walk away, come back, open back up with a fresh
close all those tabs.
Yeah, get all those tabs done, and that's what Belize can do for a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, when else can you choose in your life to just say, okay, I'm going to reassess, make some good decisions, make some healthy decisions. And, sometimes it doesn't go exactly how you think. Maybe you think you're going to write a book and you end up being a video editor for, online YouTubers. You could do all sorts of things. You don't know. The world is out there. Everything's becoming online. So there's so many different things. We didn't think we would be where we are.
Yeah.
And it just happens.
Here we are.
When you work hard and dream.
So that's our thoughts for the day. Thanks a lot for tuning in. If you like these videos, please hit the subscribe button. Click on the bell icon to be notified. And again, we appreciate your comments. So if you email us, text, comment below. Any questions you have, let us know. We'll try to answer them for you.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
Bye.